Real Issues is part of There's a Podcast for That Productions, a group of podcasters, YouTubers and bloggers bringing you a variety of content in a variety of forms. Whether it's discussing film, debating live or just, well, talking straight up nonsense really, we want to bring you something a little bit different. So why not check out our network?
Schrodinger's Batman is both in and out of the DCEU, with Ben Affleck starring but also stepping aside at the same time. DC confuse everybody, including themselves, with rumours of two different Joker films with and without Jared Leto. We learn that only wealthy white men can decide what strong female characters should be. Did you know Danny Rand is the immortal Iron Fist? And Jon Snow has ants in his pants on this episode of Real Issues. Hello everyone, welcome back to the podcast. Got a lot to talk about today. Good timed cough from Matt there just as we started. Do you want to apologise for that? You're going to apologise for everyone?
Don't apologise for anything. That's another sign of weakness.
Be yourself.
Never say sorry. Yeah.
Never change.
Exactly.
Are you excited to start the podcast?
So excited. So excited.
Talk about some news maybe that's come out.
Yeah, I've completely forgot what news has come out, but
it's a good job that I'm steering this ship, bus, whatever it is.
Yeah, I would have done.
Going with this week. I don't know. There's some DC news, obviously, Matt.
The news if we'd done this on time, but
what's been going on in the news? What's been going on in the movie news? Well, that actor you like's done another thing. There's a few more reboots and a sequel too. And that other guy got caught with some cocaine. It's the news.
There's a Joker standalone film. Does that tickle your fancy?
Nope.
Joker standalone, directed by the Hangover person, because they're notoriously excellent films.
Nope.
Scorsese?
Yeah, it's alright.
He's in it. Is he?
But he's not in it.
Well, he's involved. He's involved in it. Apparently, as a producer. Does that sound anything?
Yeah. I just don't care. I don't need
think
a
anyone
Joker
cares, does he?
Story. No, although apparently it's now
Jared
been
Leto
rumoured
is
that
very
Leonardo
upset about
DiCaprio.
it. Yeah, I saw that because obviously. Well, I'm surprised it didn't come out straight away as soon as Scorsese was involved. They were like, it's like the new thingy, isn't he?
Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah. I don't know.
I don't really care for that.
Yeah, I don't care for that either. It's just, what's the point?
Do you care for a Jared Leto Joker film though, Matt?
I care even less about a Jared Leto Joker film.
Harley Quinn's in it. Jared Leto doing some. It's like a romance film. Maybe it's a rom-com.
Yeah, notoriously the two worst things about Suicide Squad, Jared Leto and the Harley Joker relationship.
To be fair, I don't think Jared Leto was the problem with the Joker.
No, he wasn't, but
I think he'd probably be alright if he had a decent script to work with. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
So that's
still don't care,
bad,
though.
Isn't it? Nobody cares.
Yeah.
The Batman is now in the DCEU again, which is good.
Always been in the DCEU, Rob. Listen
Apart
to
from
Matt
Reeves said it wasn't because he doesn't understand the concept of a shared universe.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
I don't know why. Like, how bad is their PR that he didn't like that interview came out like 2 months ago, only just surfaced. Like, how bad is their PR that they're like get on this straight away? Why does it take like 3 days for Matt Reeves to come out and say, "Oh no, it is part of the universe. Obviously, it's part of the universe." And you're like, well, why are you saying it like it's obviously part of the universe when you explicitly said it is not part of the universe?
Maybe he didn't know. Maybe someone
I don't know. Maybe
you didn't explain it to him properly.
Why does no one understand what's going on in this? Even the people who are involved in it don't understand what's going on. What's happening? Bloody chaos.
I don't know.
But it is, and Ben Affleck is still in it for now.
Yeah, they just need to fire everyone, isn't it? And start again. I wouldn't care anymore if they were just
Flashpoint. That's why Flashpoint's happening, isn't it?
Not even that. I don't even care about that. Just go. We're not going to do this anymore. Just end it. It's like it's like a horse with a broken leg. Just put it down. Get a shotgun.
Put it down.
Yeah. That's what I'd do.
Do you hear what James Cameron said?
Oh, I love what James Cameron said.
Do you want the actual quotes?
What top bloke? Yeah, give me actual real life quotes.
Shall I read it out? Okay, this is my James Cameron impression. As James Cameron, a wealthy white male who directed some women in films which were good, only I can decide what a strong female character is. Feminism is all about wealthy white men telling women what they can and should be, and I say that women who are proper hard and rough can be strong female characters, and that women can't both be beauty icons and strong feminist icons. That's direct.
That's an exact quote, is it?
From the horse's mouth, yeah. That's actually a recording of James Cameron.
That's very good. When do we get him? Do we phone him up? Be like, can we get a quote, please?
Can I get a quote? Yeah, quote me on that. Yeah. That's what he said.
Yeah.
And then he actually recorded it and sent us the clip. So,
yeah, pretty much.
It's pretty bad, isn't it? That is essentially what he said, though.
Yeah, it's pretty much exactly what he said.
It's just like, okay, so you directed some women in films who were good female characters. Like, and the weird thing is that people think like a good female character needs to be a strong character. That's what I always find confusing. It's like, no, they should be flawed, like every single character. Just treat them like a normal person. That'd be great.
Yeah.
But it's bizarre. It's like, why have you needed to say that? Like,
why do you feel the need to do it? Like, it's kind of because he's become so like irrelevant.
Irrelevant.
Like film sort of culture.
It's like, okay.
Remember me? Remember Ripley? She was good. Better than Wonder Woman.
Like, I don't know what his beef is. Like, what?
Yeah, just like even if you think that, don't say it because it's not going to come across well. Like, surely you realise how that sounds, and that's what I don't understand.
I don't know. Like, when I first heard about James Cameron said Wonder Woman's not as good or whatever as people say it is. I was kind of like, I kind of get that, because in terms of film, like, people are saying it's like groundbreaking filmmaking. I'm like, it's not, like, at all. It's not even that groundbreaking for women in film. I suppose in this kind of superhero genre it is, but
yeah.
So that's a bit bad because he's just bit of a dick apparently. It's just like it's like when did he last make a decent film? Like 1997.
Probably,
was that Titanic?
Yeah.
Was that a good film?
Titanic.
It won a lot of Oscars, didn't it? So it must be good. Like Avatar, made a shitload of money, but it's failed to leave any sort of cultural legacy behind.
The second highest grossing film of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
getting 5 more though.
Yeah. Makes me want to watch Avatar less.
Yeah.
Do you know, like, something else that I like? No, I'm not. I've not seen the first one yet. Do you know all these like female rebooted films?
Yeah. Yeah, there's something else, isn't there? I can't remember what it was, but I remember someone telling me about it.
I was just reading an article, and like there's just like 5 female reboots, all directed by white men. It's like so progressive.
Yeah, it's kind of like people Hollywood are missing the progressive nature of that. It's not like, oh yeah, look, just put women in this film that used to have men in it, but only a man can make good women characters. It's like, give it women directors.
Shut up.
It's not about the gender of the characters that are in it. Just be more progressive and put the women in charge of it all. But yeah,
who knows? Maybe it's a topic for our friends at the Rational Feminists.
Yeah, tell them to do it. We can do a crossover app.
Yeah,
like the Supergirl Flash sing along. We have to sing everything.
We'll go on and mansplain why James Cameron's a dick.
Yeah, we'll mansplain why women should direct films. It's good.
Yeah. Anything else you want to cover quickly?
I don't think so. No, I think that was everything I remember.
That's good. It's prompt.
Speed through it.
Everything worth talking about. Do you want to talk about anything you've been doing last couple of weeks?
Guess you went to the cinema this week. We saw some films and we watched some Netflix. Listen up to our ill-informed opinions and then go and see it all anyway. Because who knows, not us, but we'll rate it anyway.
Apart from the main topics, obviously.
Yeah, I rewatched Iron Man 3, which I actually enjoyed a lot more than I have in the past. But I don't know if it's because I know it. It's really good stuff in there. It just annoys me a little bit, some of it. Like the handling of PTSD is really clumsy.
Yeah, it's like his PTSD. It's halfway through the film now, and we can't be bothered doing this anymore.
Yeah, and it is kind of like when he gets it, he's just like, "What's happening? What's happening?" And then he's fine again. I'm like, "Oh, I feel like you've just read a Wikipedia article on PTSD rather than actually doing proper research into the condition." Because I like the idea of that. It's a cool idea. You know, he would there, he's there like, I'm just a man in a suit and like I'm fighting aliens. Like, what's that all about?
Yeah,
yeah, you probably would be like that. But yeah, the Mandarin. Spoilers. You know, could have been done better. I just don't like how over the top it is when the reveal in that still bugs me. And bugs me even more that he's a Cockney supporting Liverpool as they beat Chelsea on TV. Like, you stupid American people. Do your research.
The right age to be a glory hunter though to Liverpool, isn't he? Liverpool kind of big.
Is actually, yeah. But still, it's annoying.
Maybe he's got a bigger backstory than you think.
I watch. Yeah, maybe there's all secrets behind there. I also rewatched some of the first Pirates of the Caribbean film, which
why
I really like. I don't know, because it was on TV.
Is it good?
And I really like that film. I stand by that film being pretty good. Good fun adventure.
Sure, Johnny Depp really appreciates that.
Johnny Depp's actually really good. Johnny Depp is Oscar nominated in that film.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a quiet year.
There were no other films.
There were no other films made that year. Yeah. No, it's a good film though. Good film. I like that. But I say I've not been to nothing's taken my interest at the cinema recently.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same.
So I'm going to watch some stuff next week. I might just go for like a day and just watch like 2 or 3 things, just so I've got stuff to talk about.
Be that guy.
Go and watch.
Do some reviews, yeah. Because I haven't done any reviews.
What's coming out?
This is that Logan Lucky.
I think what's come out. Oh, Logan Lucky, yeah, that's supposed to be all right. American Made looks all right actually with Tom Cruise.
Patty Cakes. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I think that was quite cool.
It's out soon. When's it out? Is that next week?
I think it's out now.
Yeah, Thursday. No, it's Thursday. Or is it already out? Was it out on Thursday?
Don't know. What day is it? Time is just a concept.
Day.
Well, I'll move on then. Talk about something else. I've been on a documentary binge. By that I mean I've watched 2 documentaries. Both on Netflix. Icarus.
Ooh.
Is a really good documentary about this guy who is kind of trying to investigate doping and like the effects of doping on. He's like an amateur cyclist, but quite serious, and he tries to kind of figure out how you can beat a doping test and how doping like affects you and stuff for this like amateur race that he's doing. And then kind of in the middle of it gets caught up in the whole like Russian doping scandal and like the state-sponsored doping. It's really interesting. It's really good as well because it's obviously completely unintentional. It's like he started his documentary to do something, and then just shit happens around him, and he's just kind of in it. It's so interesting. And actually, the Russian government is absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, I think
like,
that's
honestly, it's like, yeah, I kind of couldn't believe that it was kind of got to the point, like how serious it was. Like people had like death threats and had to go into like hiding from the Russian government who'd like spoken out about them and stuff. And one guy was like being killed because he like spoke out against Putin. It's terrifying.
Yeah,
but that's really good documentary. Really good documentary. And then there's also the Lance Armstrong one on Netflix. So it's called like Stop at Nothing, which is a really interesting look at an absolute sociopath.
Yeah, mental dude.
Yeah. So if you're into cycling or doping or drugs
or dope, yeah, if you're into drugs, watch that.
Watch that. Both of them are really quite compelling documentaries. Which is pretty good. I also finished the Keepers on Netflix.
Oh, did you finally finish that? I just gave up on that. Did it have any revelations?
No. Sort of. But like it could have been like 3 episodes that.
Yeah,
it was nowhere near as compelling as like Making a Murderer or.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been watching those, and I watched a Bitcoin documentary as well. I don't know why I watched
Bitcoin documentary. I bet that was fascinating.
Interested in Bitcoin.
Why?
So yeah, I watched that as well. Because it's like, there's no middleman, Matt. Your money's not getting wasted. Your money's not going to a big corporate bank. It's just, your money's your money.
How do you use Bitcoin, though? Like, how do you...
You can't really.
What's the point? Like...
Yeah, well, I don't know.
You can't use it.
I think the idea is that it's going to get, like, people, like, that sort of peer-to-peer banking is going to get big at some point.
Yeah, but money's for spending on things like beer, and you can't go into...
Beer and whores, am I right?
Yeah, you can't be like,
cocaine,
I've got some Bitcoins.
heroin.
How many Bitcoins for
You can buy drugs with
lager?
Bitcoin. That's, like, one of the main uses is, like, illegal stuff.
Exactly.
So you could actually, like, traffic in some, like, sex workers. You could buy some drugs. You've sorted, Matt.
Yeah.
All your favourite things.
Absolutely fine. Drugs and hoes. So good.
Should we move on then to our main topic?
Let's move on. Yeah. Which is what?
Let's 2 topics.
Got 2 topics today.
Should we talk about the Defenders first?
Yeah, let's talk about the Defenders first.
Can't remember.
I'm just going to repeat everything you say.
What did you think of the Defenders?
Oh, I've realised something I've been doing. I've been watching Iron Fist after watching the Defenders. It's been a chore.
It's not great, is it?
No, I kind of want to know what happens, but God, it's not great. It's not great. I'm not like hating it, but I'm just like, look at the episode number I'm on, and I'm like, I've still got another 4 episodes till this series ends.
Still on the same episode.
Yeah, somehow time just doesn't seem to move in the same way when you're watching Iron Fist. But no, Defenders, I liked it, but at the same point, it could have been better.
Yeah, that's kind of my thoughts exactly. I think it's like the first 2 episodes are like way too slow. There's just no need.
Yeah, they could have been 1 episode.
Yeah.
Like, because I understand
there's
this
no
idea
need
that,
for all this stuff.
Like, building up the anticipation of them all coming together. Like, I get that, so having them separate first kind of works. I know a lot of people were like, yeah, I know, but it's been so long since we've seen Daredevil and Jessica Jones and stuff. I agree with having a little bit of time of them separate. But yeah, it was a bit too long.
What I didn't get was like the end of Luke Cage. Why have the showrunners of those individual shows been allowed to put Luke Cage in prison and Danny Rand like wherever he is abroad? For them to just be like, oh, we need to get back to New York now. It totally just like ruins the end of those series. It just undermines the ending. Like what? Like why?
Yeah, I don't really know. But they do all plan together as well, which is what I don't understand. It isn't like they are all separate. They do, consult with each other and all that kind of thing. Are we doing spoilers, or are we just talking generally about Defenders?
Well, yeah,
there's
we'll
not
do
really many
spoilers.
things
It's
to
been out a
spoil,
while.
really.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. That's kind of the weird thing. That's the annoying thing about this. It just feels very like there. Like I really enjoyed watching them together, like all the characters. But the actual like story and the plot, there's just no like threat or tension or like. Just didn't really care about a lot of it, apart from the Daredevil stuff, really.
Yeah, it's kind of sad that after the hand has been built up for so long that it's kind of just like, just some people who've got some stuff that makes them live forever. Like, it's quite generic in its...
It's really bad, isn't it? Like, Sigourney Weaver's just, like, bad kind of... Why? Because she just feels like it. And it's like, we need this thing from Dragon Bones. Oh, if we get them, it'll destroy New York.
Yeah, it's so vague.
Okay.
It's like, New York is built on Dragon Bones, and if the Dragon Bones are taken out, New York will fall. You just think, what?
How can you not write anything better than that?
But it was really like
compared to like
vague
Wilson Fisk as well.
It was vague as well, because I know you get some like dumb bits in stuff, and you go, "Oh, it's really, really dumb." With this, I was sat there going, "Have I misunderstood what's happening here?"
Yeah.
I feel like I've fallen asleep during a pivotal scene where they explained exactly what was happening.
It's so weird that like this
now I don't really know what's going on.
Yeah, like from the start of Daredevil season 1, Sticker's like, we need this big war against the Hand, this massive war against the Hand. We need to stop them, and it's just they're trying to get Dragon Bones, and then they blow up a building, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Like the way, like the threat from the hand in Daredevil season 1, and they're barely in it. They're not even the main thing.
Yeah,
it felt
really
bigger.
good. Yeah,
and even like
yeah.
Daredevil season 2, it's like they kind of like that's like again that was the problem with season 2 of Daredevil. Was like, what are the hand even doing? What do they want? Like, there's no specifics.
Yeah,
That's
you need
why,
like a bit of mystery, but they've like built this mystery up, and then the reality is just boring.
Yeah, there's nothing there. There's nothing behind the curtain.
Yeah. Is that?
Yeah.
There was a lot of that I did like and everything. I think it's better
really
than a
like
lot
all
of
the
things that are
Daredevil.
on TV, but like it kind of felt that there wasn't much character stuff either. Really, like there was all their personalities, but no one actually had like an arc really, apart from maybe
Yeah.
Daredevil.
I think Daredevil had good. I really liked his
who
like mini
obviously-
arc.
Yeah, who obviously like gave up being Daredevil at the end of season 2, and then had to come back in for the Defenders, and this kind of idea that he wanted to as well. Like he was telling everyone he didn't, and then he was like, "No, I actually really want to do this." So,
No, I actually love beating the shit out of people.
I actually loved doing
fucking
this.
psychopath. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, which
I really liked
like,
his bit where he's trying to reveal his identity as well, and he was like, the bit where he kind of decides to show who he is, stuff. I think that bit was quite good.
Yeah.
I really like the whole episode actually in the Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, 3 and 4 were really good. Episodes 3 and 4 were really good. I like both of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just it's good. It's fine. Like better than Iron Fist.
It's weird because there's no point where you kind of felt like anyone like this is supposed to be the biggest threat. There's no point where you kind of feel like anyone's in danger.
Yeah.
Like there's that scene in Daredevil season 1 where he's been shredded apart.
Yeah.
And you think, how is he going to get out of this? And there's like the bit where he loses his powers as well. And then like Jessica Jones, there's bits where you think Kilgrave's like got her.
Yeah,
and this is just like, oh, heroes save the day. That's it. Yeah.
Gonna punch the way out. Yeah, it's disappointing that it wasn't as clever as it could have been.
Who knows? Whatever.
Who knows? Daredevil season 3 though.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I am. But again, that's the problem with we said spoilers for Defenders. The whole bit where everything kind of collapses on top of Daredevil and Elektra, and you go, well, I know Daredevil's not dead because Daredevil season 3 is announced, so he's not dead. So what's the point?
Yeah, they've all been announced, haven't they?
Yeah, there's no point like pretending to kill him because we already know that it's announced.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? There's no point like doing it really. So because it's just empty. It's just empty drama. But I don't know. Are they kind of hoping that most people that watch it don't follow it as closely as we do, knowing that this and that are announced and these actors are announced in that and stuff?
Maybe. I suppose like the only thing about that is kind of like it kind of for his character, it's kind of I suppose it kind of proves that he is willing to die for.
Yeah.
This. So it does have some sort of impact, but yeah.
Yeah, it does. But that whole bit was just poorly done, so I didn't really care.
Yeah, I think the whole plan was like, oh, let's blow it up. Like, what?
Yeah, do something clever.
Like the whole way the Iron Fist, like, I kind of liked like the Iron Fist stuff, like they needed and stuff to get to this place. But then it was like, just trick him into punching a wall. It's like, how fucking stupid are you?
Yeah, to be fair, but they're watching like Iron Fist. He's that dumb that he would just use the Iron Fist when he knows that's the one thing that can open the wall. You just wouldn't use it, would you? Like, you just wouldn't get the Iron Fist out.
You just die. Please die.
Yeah, exactly. But
oh well.
I feel bad because I don't think it's Finn Jones's fault. Like I think that's the way he's directed to play. Character and
I think it's just written a bit
so.
inconsistently.
Yeah, it's just not written very well.
Oh well.
But there you go.
Anything else to add?
No, I don't think so. It's fine. It's a TV series that's better than Hollyoaks. So
yeah,
it's better than Iron Fist.
Better
than Iron Fist.
It is better than Iron Fist. It's not as
better
good
than Luke Cage.
It's better than the second half of Luke Cage because that's bad. But
below Daredevil, both Daredevils.
Definitely below Daredevils, I'd say. Yeah. There we go.
I did binge it though. Do you know what I was saying?
Yeah, I binged it. Yeah, we watched it in 2 days.
Binge not Iron Man, Iron Fist or Luke Cage. I've like really struggled to even just watch them. So at least for this, I wasn't struggling to watch it. I just put it on, and I think it was fine. I just think it should have been bigger, and it should have been better. And it felt like it should have been like the Avengers to Marvel Phase 1, which it just wasn't.
Yeah. Oh well. Let's move on to something that was good. Maybe.
Maybe.
Was it all right? It's Game of Thrones season 7.
Game of Thrones season 7, very up and down.
Yes, mixed feelings.
All over the place.
So, can we start by, we'll say spoilers, there's no point not going spoilers. Cause...
Yeah, if you've not seen Game of Thrones, just skip ahead. I don't know. Or if you don't care, just keep listening. Don't care about spoilers. Where do you want to start with this?
Why was this 7 episode, not 10?
No
That's
idea.
my big question. It just seems like they've arbitrarily decided on 7 episodes. Rather than actually, like, this is like the one season where so much shit is happening. You need 10 episodes to kind of to do it, and it's just like, why? I don't understand why they've rushed it in 7 episodes, because the pacing's all over the place. Why they've rushed it in 7 episodes when they could have done 10 like so easily? Extend it if you want.
Yeah,
I know when they said we're only doing 2 seasons. Yeah, like if you need 12 episodes to tell the story, which you probably did, do 12 episodes. People will watch it. You'll get more money. Like, what?
Yeah.
I don't understand what the benefit is from doing 7 episodes.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I understand, like, if creatively they were like, we only need 7 episodes to tell this story. It's like, well, you didn't. You needed more than that.
Yeah, it's kind of like they've done the complete opposite of what people usually do. Where they're like, yeah, let's stretch it out to 22 episodes for the season. You're just like, you don't need 22 episodes. Like, you've got so many filler episodes. Yeah. And they've gone, let's do it in 7. It's like they've just set themselves a challenge. Like, should we see if we can get it done in 14 episodes?
Yeah,
that'd be fun.
It's taking over my fucking life. Get it done with. I want to go home.
Yeah, it feels like they're rushing to,
like, in Iceland, where
get it, like, over and done with, which is worrying.
It's a bit weird.
Maybe the end's really crap, and they're just like, oh, let's just rush this, because
this is going to be bad.
Get a disappointment over with.
Do you want to talk about some big reveals then?
Let's talk about some big reveals.
Jon Snow. Start with him.
Yeah.
He's got ants in his pants. Snow.
Yeah.
You don't like that joke? That's good then.
Yeah, very good. Very nice.
It's confirmed that Jon Snow, even though we already knew this, kind of they tried to make 2 big moments out of him.
Yeah,
being
which is weird.
Rhaegar's and Lyanna's son, but he's legitimate.
Yeah, they did it twice. They've done it 3 times now. And
it's like, we get it.
Just
do one reveal, and then we're gonna have another reveal next season when he finds out. It's just like, stop doing this. Just tell him.
Yeah.
But we did find out his name, which is Aegon Targaryen.
Yes.
Which is interesting for a number of reasons.
Yeah, mainly book reasons.
So Aegon was like the original Targaryen, Aegon the Conqueror. And there's been a load of like Aegon's. I was reading like an article about it, and like,
isn't Jon Snow like 5, 6?
Yeah, depending. It's just, I don't know, because like obviously Rhaegar had a kid with
Thingy of Dawn.
Yeah, the Martell, whatever her name was, can't remember. Yeah. Called Aegon. Now, as far as the show's concerned, that baby is dead.
Yeah.
Which is like, so has he called his son Aegon with his, because he's
it's still weird.
He's annulled his marriage and got married again. So his children, even if they were alive, are not legitimate children. Yeah. So has he now named his son like Aegon to replace his other son? To be like, I need my son to be called Aegon to.
Yeah.
But then his first son wasn't called. What did he have? A first son? I can't remember. But that's kind of weird. But also, like in the books, there is another character called Aegon Targaryen.
What's called Griff or something like that.
He's called young Griff, because he was secretly swapped out with like a peasant baby at birth. Yeah. So I'm confused as to whether the show is kind of combining Jon Snow storyline and this other Aegon Targaryen storyline to simplify it, and they've called him Aegon, or whether. Go on.
Doesn't like this Griff guy want to come to Westeros and marry Daenerys and rule? Yeah, like isn't that his kind of plan, which seems to be Jon Snow's plan?
Yeah, well, yeah. So I don't know if they've combined them or
if
then it seems weird.
It kind of goes to the because they're like two such big characters that it just seems very odd to combine them like that. So it's almost telling people of the book that Griff is like not important now. Like he's not going to be there at the end.
I think the fact that he's been left out anyway kind of means he's not that important. But the thing is, he might. I don't know. We don't know what Jon's real name is in the book. Like whether it is going to be Aegon.
Yeah, Aegon. Yeah.
And actually, they haven't combined the two characters.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's interesting, kind of. Yeah, it's interesting, kind of. I assume they've asked George R. R. Martin what to call him.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm sure.
I don't know.
It's all planned and confirmed and all that, but who knows? Probably not.
Who knows? What do you think about his sexy scene?
That was the weirdest thing I might have ever watched.
I quite liked the way it was done because it was like it's kind of like a horror kind of. I thought
like I kind of get the point they were going for, but it almost had like a romantic tone while they were going. Yes,
no, I didn't get that at all.
I got like a weird romantic tone. I was like, "This is weird. What's going on here?"
I think it's kind of like
don't do this.
I thought it was quite effective. At like, oh no, this is quite tragic. I kind of got a tragic kind of. Like,
I found it really creepy.
Misread the signals. I think it's supposed to be creepy. That's the point. It's supposed to be like, oh, this is.
I don't think I was creeped out because of the way that they. For me, they didn't make it creepy enough.
Dead Eyes Bran was like doing a weird voiceover to his cousin. Yeah, cousin doing it with his auntie.
Yeah. Yeah, it creeped me out a bit. That's creepy.
Yeah. Did you buy the chemistry? Or do you reckon it's all like fan chemistry like put onto it? Like, I reckon if there wasn't any like fan hype around it, would it feel natural?
No, I think like after a certain point I did, but it just kind of changed suddenly. Like they were like into each other, and like when that happened, I was like, yeah, I buy this, but there wasn't like a progression from like building that up. It was just like, oh no, we hate each other, bend the knee, and then it was like, oh, I love you, sort of thing.
It's kind of like you kind of saw like mainly through actions, wasn't it? Like you didn't really see them interact, but you kind of saw like Daenerys respect Jon for stuff that he did, and him kind of respects her for
I like that. I like the kind of respect
thing
that kind of built up. But then the actual...
They're just two sexy people, Matt.
Yeah, just to like the getting it on bit, it was like, oh, I just suddenly want to do it now.
It's like it's like the weird like walking... What was Tyrion's weird look about as well?
I don't know. I think he was just like...
Do you want to be in there? Do you want to join in? He's like, cheers for the invite, guys.
No, I think he was like, is this going to end well? I think that's more what he was like. I think he was just... Yeah. Well, I think maybe he thinks she'll get distracted or something. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. We also had
maybe
a lot
also
of other...
maybe she's also concerned about the what they called. I've forgotten the name for them. The guys on the horses.
Dothraki.
Yeah, the Dothraki. Like, do you know if she takes like a new husband or something?
Yeah, maybe.
The Drogo and stuff. Maybe they won't be happy.
They're notoriously not very happy people.
Exactly, yeah.
What about other fan moments? So, like the Stark reunion?
Like the whole series.
Yeah. That's the weird thing, isn't it? It all kind of felt like this is what we've been waiting for. This is what the fans want. But I suppose that's kind of like not the point, but
yeah, there was just like a bit too much.
I don't know how you would kind of do it. If this is the way the story's going, then how would you?
Yeah, I think there was just this sheer amount of it. Just felt like because some of it I liked when stuff started coming together, and it was like, oh yeah, this kind of makes sense that they'd be there and they'd be there and stuff. But like other parts were a bit forced, like with the team that went north of the wall. It was a bit like
that was
force the people there, and that scene where the Hound and the others are in like the jail cell. This kind of thing of they've got to reestablish everyone's beef with each other. It's like, that's you there. Ah, it's you. I'm not going to work with you. What? Who are you there? Oh, and it's like, I don't like you. You just think, yeah, we get it. Like, I think anyone that's watching this is so invested in the show, they understand the relationships of these characters. We don't need it reaffirming in some like poorly done dialogue, please.
Yeah, the Stark reunion. No, I quite like that.
Yeah, I like that. Apart from
see,
Bran.
the weird thing about that was like I thought the conflict between Arya and Sansa was totally unbelievable. Which the conflict actually wasn't there. It was all on show. But I don't know whether they should have made it believable.
Yeah.
Or whether they did it purposefully badly, so you were like, I'm not buying this. I don't know whether that was intentional or not.
Yeah, I don't know what they were trying to... I don't think they were trying to do that, because I think if they were trying to make it so that it was not believable... I think that's what the knife thing was,
the knife scene where she hands a knife over. I was like, I think that's the sign. I said that like a few weeks ago. I was like, I think that's a sign that they're on the same team, and she's probably just saying this in case Littlefinger's listening.
But that's what I mean. Like, if you were doing it that way, you should like cut to Littlefinger listening, or like a guard listening, and then going and telling Littlefinger. Do you know what I mean? There was no kind of signs there that Littlefinger was. There was only like one bit where you thought he's watching them. Like the rest of the time, it was a bit ambiguous about. Because I think there was beef there, because they were almost saying it was like the bit where she accuses Littlefinger of all these crimes and everything. She was saying, "Oh, I like to play a game and think about this and think about that." And it was almost like she was saying, I didn't trust Arya, but then I really thought about it, and I thought about you, and I decided to trust her over you, sort of thing. So I don't think it was like a plan all along. I don't think it was a plan all along. I think she went away and thought about it and went, I'm going to trust Arya, sort of thing.
Yeah, maybe. Apparently, though, there's a scene with Bran where Bran...
Bran could just tell everyone everything.
Yeah, there was a scene, though, apparently, where there was like that, and it's sort of... The three of them were together, and Bran was kind of explaining what Littlefinger had done.
But it was
cut out.
That's what I've absolutely hated about this series, that Bran could just tell everyone everything would be resolved, but for no reason he doesn't tell anyone anything apart from when the filmmakers need him to tell someone something.
Yeah, that's the issue, isn't it?
Like, it really annoys me. I'm just sat there... Because it's not even like they've done him well, because he's almost like Dr. Manhattan now. But obviously Dr. Manhattan's... You understand why he's the way he is, and he doesn't always say things because he's like above it all and everything now. Whereas Bran's like, it's my destiny to do this, my destiny to do that, and he's got like a purpose. Whereas Dr. Manhattan doesn't have a purpose, and that's maybe why he doesn't do things like normally.
Yeah.
But Bran, you could literally just tell everyone what's happening, and every single thing would be like resolved.
Where's the?
But then there's the fan. There is the fan theory, isn't there, that he like warps back and causes the Mad King to go mad.
Yeah.
And it's all his fault.
Yeah.
Which would be like the worst thing ever if that's true.
Yeah. I feel like maybe after the Hodor thing, that might actually be true.
Yeah, I think it might be true. Which I'm really worried about.
I don't know. Yeah, I just feel like whatever
I just don't know how
this is
going to...
not...
Yeah, I mean, it's such a big thing to aim. I don't think you can really do it in a really fully satisfying way. But I just think... Yeah, I'm worried about how they're going to wrap everything up. Because literally they've got... The series ends with the war coming down, White Walkers coming through. So now you've got, within 7 episodes, you've got to defeat the White Walkers and then decide who's on the Iron Throne. And you're just like, both of them should be series in themselves.
Yeah, that's the thing
I'm
kind of worried about, like, happening like a Defenders-esque sort of thing, where this whole threat for the White Walkers has been built up and built up and built up since the first scene of the series and since the first chapter of the book. And it's now come down to like 7 episodes to tell the whole story. You think, well, couldn't you have had them come through the wall this series and be a constant threat throughout the whole series? Like,
that's what I predicted.
I just don't see why this... Yeah, they've built it up for so long, 6-7 years, and now they've got like a few episodes to actually...
Yeah, that was what my prediction was that they'd take the wall near the start of this series, or at the very, very beginning, and this series would be them fighting the White Walkers, and then the next season would be deciding who's on the Iron Throne, sort of thing. But it just kind of feels... I don't know, looking back on this series, at the start I was like, this is moving too quick, like they're doing too much, but then actually not a lot happened.
Yeah, everything was just rushed, but not a lot.
Yeah, it was
It's
kind
a
of
bit
like they
too
were
focused for me.
Yeah, it was almost like they wanted to get everywhere where they wanted to be, and almost got them there too quickly, and then were like, "All right, what do we do now then?" Yeah, because it took away all of Daenerys's allies in a really convoluted way.
I don't know. I quite liked a lot of that stuff. I quite liked the start of the series where you had Daenerys, who's clearly going to win every battle, and then I quite liked how.
Yeah, but it was within 10 minutes, like all of our allies had gone in really convoluted ways.
They could have spread it out a bit more, but I quite liked how they just kind of subverted your expectations a bit.
Yeah, like the Highgarden one was good, but the Greyjoy and Dawn one, I was just like, how would whatever he's called know that they're exactly where they're sailing and stuff? Yeah. I was like, and how would he get there that quickly? It just feels really convoluted. Like, you've just done it so that she's got no allies, so she has to team up with Jon Snow. And yeah, it just feels a bit. Nah. It all just happened too quickly. Like, they didn't plan it very well.
Yeah, I think like the idea was pretty good to be like, yeah, this is not going to be easy like you thought it was. I thought that was quite good.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I like that.
But do it better.
And the Highgarden stuff worked well.
Do you feel like there's not enough deaths anymore? Or death is kind of like... It feels now that characters are safe, whereas the first thing you kind of learn about Game of Thrones, or particularly like after Ned and then after the Red Wedding, is like if characters make mistakes and if characters are stupid, characters die. Whereas it feels like we've got to a point now where, like, obviously Jon's died and then he's not going to die again because Jon made a mistake and Jon died.
Yeah, and then got brought back to life.
But how many times, like now, like in this series, has he done something stupid and got away with it? Like, he did it like 3 times.
Yeah,
he did it in the Battle of the Bastards where he ran in.
Yeah.
And obviously isn't going to die because it's Jon Snow. And then he did the thing Beyond the Wall, didn't die then. Then the dragon came and he decided not to get on the dragon and he didn't die then. Then he fell in the water and he didn't die then. It's like, how many times do you want to put this guy close to death when we all know he's not going to die? It just takes away from the whole kind of thing that you spent like 4 seasons building up, saying if people are stupid, people will die. And Jaime as well, like charging at a fucking dragon. Like, why is that in there?
Yeah, I thought that was so stupid.
People don't come close to death in Game of Thrones and get away with it.
Yeah,
like someone needs to die, or just don't have them make stupid mistakes because that's what happens.
Yeah,
it just feels a bit like, and like Daenerys like twice riding a dragon into battle. I know, one of them died, which I thought was pretty good.
Yeah, that was cool.
But it just feels like they've kind of gone more. Now that they've lost George R.R. Martin's kind of text, I guess. Feels like they've kind of gone more. The focus has kind of shifted away from what this world actually is to more kind of a fantasy kind of. It's gone to more of like a fantasy film.
Yeah.
And kind of it's lost all the depth. It's lost all the depth and the lore and the politics and like the backstabbing and all that kind of stuff that made it great. And it's like, look, dragons. Dragons, look how much money we have. Look at all the dragons. Dragon, fire.
Yeah. Yeah, the number of like slow flying dragon shots is just like, here we get it.
So it still can't afford the money for a fucking direwolf though. Yeah. Where is Jon's direwolf?
Yeah.
That really irritates me because they're like a massive part. They're like, in like the early books, like Ned's like really...
Yeah.
Like there's like signs about direwolves and stuff, like they're quite important. Like when Ned kills Lady, he's like, I shouldn't have done that. That's a really bad sign. That's like...
Yeah.
And the fact that, like, I think can Jon walk in the books?
I think he can, can't
At least like Bran like walks into his direwolf and stuff, and that's gone. And it's just like, well, why have you introduced him such massive things and not put them in when you're putting fucking dragons in?
See, that's just Game of Thrones in general, though. Like introducing these big things and then be like, no, not important. It's like I'm kind of annoyed like about the whole Littlefinger thing of him dying. So I was just like, he's been one of the most interesting characters for seasons, like figuring out what he wants, where he wants to be, whose side he's on. And then in the last like couple of seasons, it's been really annoying because it's been really vague. You've been like, what is he doing? What does he want? And that's like, now he's dead.
Nah, I love that scene though. He was so good.
Oh, I really like. Yeah, that scene was awesome. But
the way he's like,
it's kind of annoying that he's been like all over the place, and then it's just like, now he's dead now. But
I did find I was quite sad when he died. I didn't get the same kind of level of like, when you watch Joffrey die, and you're like, yeah, you look prick.
Yeah,
watch
but I
him
think
die
it's
and
because
you're
he's
like,
a
oh.
very interesting character, isn't he?
Yeah, and a good actor.
And a good actor, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I suppose that was like the only shocking death sort of thing. The one that actually meant something. Because what's he called? The guy beyond the wall. What's the red priest dude? What's he called?
Thoros.
Yeah, Thoros. That was a bit like random. Maybe his contract was just up, and they were like, "Yeah, do
Yeah.
you want to sign a
I
new
feel
one?"
like
He's like, all right, you're
yeah, you
dead.
feel like someone needed to die in that, though, didn't you? Really? Like,
Yeah, but it was kind of weird that it was. He got he got attacked by the bear, and then it was like, "Oh no, he's all right now," and then it's like, "No, he's dead." You're like, "All right, okay." Well, he's killing
Yeah,
with the
it
bear.
was- Yeah. Or make someone else die. It's like they wanted someone to die from the bear, but also they wanted someone to die from the cold.
Yeah,
And they didn't
exactly.
want to kill two people, so
You can die from both.
Two things. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
What about the last episode?
I
I thought
probably
the
one
last
of the better
episode
ones
was
of the season.
I thought it was the best episode in ages because it was back to like just the kind of the character conflicts and the drama, and like the pacing was spot on, and like the dialogue was really good.
Yeah, and
Like
seeing
the
them opposite
scene
each
between
other
like
again.
Cersei and Tyrion was really good, and the scene between Cersei and Jaime was really good.
Yeah,
And like Jon
Yeah,
being
yeah.
honourable and pissing everyone off, and like
Yeah,
the Hound in
being
the
an idiot.
mountain. It's just like felt like proper Game of Thrones again, where it just felt like that horrible universe where you can't trust anyone. Someone's bullshitting
Yeah, you don't
somewhere.
know what's going to
like,
happen.
there's clever dialogue, and I don't know. It just felt like leaps ahead of the rest of the. Like the writing felt like leaps ahead of the rest.
Oh
of the
yeah,
season.
like some of the dialogue's been so bad this season, like really poor. Bran, looking at you, Bran, but Bran's looking at all of us
All the time. He's in your bed.
all the time. He's like Jesus.
He is like Jesus. It's tricky like that, Jesus.
Jesus,
You think Jesus? I thought Jesus.
the Pantador.
Doritos. He's Jesus.
But yeah, definitely, it's a great episode. Interesting to see what Jamie's going to do now, because everyone likes
He's gonna
Jamie.
go fight, isn't he?
Apart from the fact
I
he
think
has
he's
sex
actually
with
like
his
my
own
favourite
sister.
character now.
It's interesting that Game of Thrones managed to take characters that you shouldn't like. Like this is the dude that pushed Bran out of a window, and the reason Bran's disabled. But now you're kind of like, he's alright guy.
Yeah, he
After that
literally
bath
crippled a
scene,
child. Yeah.
He crippled the child and made little mutant babies with his sister. But you're like, he's cool. I like him. That was always the good thing about Game of Thrones. But I don't think they feel like they've done that a lot. Like the good guys are the good guys, and the bad guys have been the bad guys for quite a while.
Except Jamie.
Except Jamie, but even Jamie's been a bit like...
But they have done that a bit with Daenerys this season, which I've kind of liked, like her killing the Tarleys.
Yeah, I just feel
and kind of the way I kind of liked like her and Tyrion's relationship, where Tyrion, I can't remember who Tyrion says it to, where he says like, I think it's to Cersei, where he says like she's clever enough to pick an advisor who would suppress her like worst instincts and stuff.
Yeah.
No, that's like really interesting. Yeah, being an insane fire person.
Yeah.
Bloody pyromaniac.
She's like, she knows that she could do that, and she's picked someone that will hopefully stop her from doing it.
Yeah, I really like.
Cool.
I kind of like what they're doing for her character, because I'm kind of still torn as to whether she's gonna be great or like terrible.
Yeah. Well,
I'm not convinced she's like this savior that everyone in the show seems to think she is, because she does awful things.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting when you find out who Jon is and everything, and what goes on there.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see what happens. Yeah,
because I can't really call it, because she's always been quite a reasonable person about like power and stuff, and she's always just seen it as her like right, which it is. She is like the next in of the Targaryen line, and
she
if
ain't.
you take, well, she isn't, but from her perspective, she is. So if she finds out she isn't, her kind of whole thing kind of falls down.
Yeah.
So you just wonder, but then she's got these people following her that follow her because they want her to be the queen, not because she's a Targaryen, not because she's, the queen of the Andals or anything, just because she's the one that saved them and they want her to rule them. So it's interesting.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
But there's just too much to wrap up.
Yeah, give us more seasons.
Yeah, because you've got like kill the White Walkers.
Yeah, I just feel like there's no way that's the White Walkers is going to wrap up in a satisfying way. I just cannot see how that's going to happen.
They're just going to defeat them in a big battle, aren't they?
Because
like
when was
Jon's
it?
gonna they're going to fight their way through. The dragons are going to be up ahead, having like a fight. Jon and Daenerys are going to be in a dragon each, like swirling around fighting. Jon's going to kill the Night King with his Valyrian steel sword, and they're all going to drop dead. Like, so what's going to happen, isn't it? Like,
Oh yeah, I hated that as well. Like the whole mothership thing. I hate that so much. In every single thing,
like,
when you destroy the mothership, all the little drones die. I hate that thing. It's so
just
lazy.
like a convenient thing going, oh, it's an unstoppable army, but we can kill them all if we take out one.
Yeah.
Like, shut up, it's gay.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate it more than life itself.
That's a bit extreme.
Yeah, well, I do hate life, so
Yeah,
every
life
moment
is
I
bad.
live is agony.
True.
Anything else that we need to talk about?
I don't think so, no. I'm concerned. I like this season. Some of the dialogue was terrible. Some of the pacing was terrible. But it's still better than most things, and I've invested like 70 hours of my life.
That's the thing, yeah. I still care about the characters quite a lot, so I'm not really that.
Not counting reruns, so.
Yeah, I might watch. I was
whatever
thinking
they
actually,
put out.
I'm listening to the audiobooks again now, so I'm sort of. I'm going to start again, I think, and do a bit of a rewatch. Be like.
Yeah, I've just got.
I just feel like the
6
focus.
on DD.
Yeah, and to see how the focus has like shifted, which is quite interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, remember early on, we didn't even see battles because it was like too expensive.
Yeah, we did.
Like the whole the massive Robb Stark victory, which his whole King in the North was based on. We didn't see that fight.
Yeah, we literally see.
Now
We don't see the aftermath of that fight. We see like the aftermath of another fight, and then.
Yeah. It's just weird how that whole focus has shifted from that to now massive set piece. Like it used to be great when you had like one massive set piece a season, and the rest of it was like, yeah, all character work and low key, but like, but stuff would happen, and but now it's just like, oh, we've got a big battle this episode, another big battle next episode. Every episode is bigger than the last episode. It's so big, everything's so big. We don't need it. Dial it back, and that's why the last episode was so good. I think. Tone it down a bit.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the problem with Game of Thrones now. Like when they were early days, they didn't have the budget facilities to make those huge set pieces apart from like once a season, as you say. So they had to rely on like other methods to tell the story, and they had to come up with clever ways to create conflict and everything. But now it's like we do have the budget, so it's almost like they've become a little bit lazy.
Yeah.
Like going the easiest ways to have them have a big sword fight. Let's do that, rather than something a bit more intelligent.
But there we go.
Yeah, but I'm still really invested, and I'll watch everything again.
Yeah, apparently there's a rumor that I heard that do you know the next season's like apparently although like the guy who plays Jaime Lannister, Nicola Costa, blah blah blah, whatever his name is, he said like a tweet saying they're starting filming like next month or something, or like relatively soon, which is like part of their normal schedule for like the normal release, but apparently it's like delayed, isn't it, till 2019 or late 2018 or something.
Yeah, it's delayed.
And apparently there's a rumor that, or someone on Twitter was speculating, saying it's to give George R. R. Martin time to release not one but both books before.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Before the season comes out, so he can kind of finish it on his own terms, which I think would kind of make sense if I know the hype for the books would probably not necessarily go down after the series, but maybe it would. Like if you kind of know it's going to end in the same way, the hype for the last book might go down. Whereas I think if the book was released first, the hype for the series, like everyone's still going to watch it, and people don't. I'd say most people who watch Game of Thrones probably don't read the books. So
yeah.
I feel like if there's you'd probably write that into your contract, wouldn't you? If you like to make a show, you'd be like, I finish it in the books first before you can.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why. Maybe that's to be honest. Maybe they did have 15 episodes planned out to finish it, or whatever they're doing, and that's why they've done it in 2 seasons rather than 1, because George wants to get his book out. I don't know. Can only hope.
Yeah. Who knows?
That's that. That's Game of Thrones.
That is that.
Let us know what you thought.
Yeah.
I think everyone's been pretty much on the same kind of pages, I think, from what I've been reading and stuff online. Everyone's kind of been like,
years where...
that was amazing. That was shit. That was great. That was not good.
Yeah,
Dragons.
It's been years where people have been like, "Oh, that was amazing." I'm like, "Which part?" I'm not seeing it.
Yeah. Should we do our Twitter giveaway then, Matt?
Yeah, do the Twitter giveaway.
So we did a little Twitter competition thing, basically to win A Night of the Seven Kingdoms by George R.R. Martin, to celebrate reaching 1,000 Twitter followers. So isn't that good?
Very good.
Do you want to know who's won the competition, Matt?
I do want to know. Is it me?
You're on the edge of your seat. You did actually win originally, and then I redid it because...
yeah. So I'm not allowed to win, apparently.
Because you're not allowed to win. You're not allowed to win. So the winner is a person called Connor Hornby, which is at Con Hornby at Twitter. So if you DM us with an address, we'll send the book to you. Congratulations. Well done. Well deserved.
Well done to you for clicking 2 buttons.
Yeah, we hope you've listened, you've tuned in to get your prize. But right, do you want to do a quiz then?
Might as well do, yeah.
Exciting quiz. This is the IMDB quiz. Need to think of a better name, but I haven't. So
yeah, you do.
Whatever. It's all about the content. It's not about the names. Content's more important. So I give you a list of films. You have to pick the person who is in all of them.
I do.
Do you understand?
I understand the premise of this quiz.
Person number 1, and you have to guess the link as well.
Yeah.
The Punisher, 2004.
Oh, is this an actor, by the way? Do you get to tell me?
Yeah, they're all actors. Yeah, they're all actors.
Okay.
Keeping it easy.
I don't know anyone in The Punisher 2004, so move on.
X-Men: The Last Stand.
Vinnie Jones.
No.
Who else is in that? Don't know. Move on.
Kill Your Darlings.
God, I only know 2 people in that. It's not going to be either of them. I presume it's not anyway.
Lone Survivor.
Lone Survivor. Is this a really obscure person?
No.
No. Are you sure?
Do you want to move on?
Yeah.
Hell or High Water. Oh, this is embarrassing because I've got no more.
Oh yeah, I know. It's what's he called? Ben Foster.
It is Ben Foster. 1 point for that.
God's sake.
It's a good one, that, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was alright.
Next person, Underworld.
Pardon?
Underworld. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, probably. Don't
Kingdom of Heaven.
Orlando Bloom.
No.
No. Let me think. Who was in that? Yeah, give me the next one because I don't really know anyone in Underworld. So.
The Queen.
The Queen? Oh dear. Michael Sheen?
It is Michael Sheen.
Yes. I don't know why I knew he was in Underworld, but I remember reading an interview about him being in. Did he not meet his wife in Underworld? I'm sure. Maybe he
Possibly,
did.
Yeah, maybe. Who's he
I
married
think
to?
he might have done. I'm not sure, but I could be on the set of Underworld.
Next one, final
I can't remember. Who's he
person.
in Kingdom of Heaven?
He's a
one
priest,
of
I think.
Guys at the start, isn't he? One of Liam Neeson's priests.
I think so, yeah. The other 2 are Blood Diamond and Passengers.
Pardon?
The other 2 were Blood Diamond and Passengers.
I would have got it by Passengers. Just literally 3 actors in the film.
You already got it, so.
No, but I mean,
of course
like,
you would.
I hadn't got it. I would have got it by Passengers.
but you did get it. So,
But
next
it's all
person,
good.
40-year-old virgin.
Who's not big in that film?
Who's not big?
Well, no, but I'm assuming it's not going to be any
It's a
of the main
double bluff.
characters. Is it? It's not going to be Steve Carell, so.
No, it's not. Unfortunately for you.
Yeah, move on.
Click. I had no idea the person was in this film, to be honest.
Oh, well, that's helpful. I only know Adam Sandler and is Christopher Walken in Click?
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
Yeah, he's like the guy who gives them the remote, isn't it? I think.
it's neither of those people.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't, but they're the only people I know in that film.
Kate Beckinsale's also in that film, but it's not her.
Yeah, and Kate Beckinsale. Yeah.
Oh, I could have done a Kate Beckinsale link because she's Underworld, isn't she?
She is Underworld.
She's not. I don't
No,
think
she's
any of
not.
the
No,
first
she's
ones.
not. Is it Kate Beckinsale?
I think so.
Is she Underworld, or is she the other one? Yeah,
What's
she
the
is Underworld.
difference?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I've googled it. Do you want the next film?
Yeah.
Evan Almighty. Also didn't know he was in this. He's quite a
Also
big guy.
So
But-
definitely not Steve Carell.
Steve Carell's not in Click.
No, he's not. I've seen Evan Almighty once about 10 years ago, so.
Next one.
Yeah.
How to Train Your Dragon.
That's a really hard one because they're all voices.
Yeah, they are. There are voices in that. But people are behind those voices, Matt.
They are. How
Did you know
well
that?
known is this
Did you know that?
Yeah,
Animated
I knew
films, actual actors do the voices for it.
Yeah. How well known is this person?
He's a very well known actor.
Not Jared
That's
Butler.
why I picked up. That's why I picked obscure films because, well, not obscure films, but films from
Yeah.
early on in his career, or films.
Not Jared
which,
Butler then.
It's not Jared Butler, or films which he was famous when he did How to Train Your Dragon.
I
But the
don't really
other
know
ones-
any voices in House Train Dragon, to be fair. I only know Jared Butler.
On the final film, then,
Yeah, go on.
Hail Caesar.
Channing Tatum? It's not Channing Tatum,
No.
is it?
They're a similar age, though. If you think about how old he would have been when Click stuff.
Who? So it is a really well-known person.
Yeah, Oscar nominated.
Oscar nominated.
Famously Oscar nominated.
What do you mean famously Oscar nominated? What does that even mean?
There's a joke about him being Oscar nominated.
What? So confused. I don't know. Go on. Who is it? Tell
There's
me.
a joke in a film about him being Oscar nominated in which he plays himself in this film. And everyone
I don't
jokes
actually
about him
know.
being Oscar nominated. Come on, you can do.
I can't do this.
You can. Do you want another film?
Yeah, give me another film. Go on.
I'm gonna go to IMDb and pick one.
Give me the film he's a lead in.
But as soon as I do that,
Um,
you were very close with Channing Tatum. They star in
Jonah
two
Hill?
films together. Yes, it's Jonah Hill.
For God's sake. Oh, why is he? What? So yeah, go through the films again. What were they?
40-year-old virgin.
He's in that. I didn't know he was in that. To be fair.
Click. Well, he's in all
Didn't know
these
he was
films,
in-
Matt. That's the point.
Oh no, but that's what I mean. I didn't know he was in it. That's the issue.
Well, obviously.
No, but sometimes when you say he was in that film, I'm like, oh yeah, he's got that small part. Didn't know he.
Yeah, he's
I
like
can't remember-
I think he's like the kid in Click or something. Or he's like, there's a bit of him on the stairs. There's like a scene.
Oh,
Evan Almighty, How to Train Your Dragon, and Hail Caesar.
He's in every. Oh, God's sake. I can't remember.
Yeah,
him
no,
in
but as
any
soon
of
as you like,
The only one that I've gone, oh yeah, of course he's in it, is How to Train Your Dragon.
have you seen Hail Caesar?
Not seen Hail Caesar either, no. I didn't know he was in
there
that.
you go.
to be fair. Did they advertise that
pretty
he was in that?
Yeah,
Maybe I
it's
wasn't
straight
paying
after he's like Oscar nominated. Do you want to do the link? Ben Foster, Michael Sheen, Jonah Hill. Something we spoke about in the reviews section.
Ben Foster.
It's a loose link to what I've been watching.
Is it drugs? Something to do with... I don't know. Ben Foster played Lance Armstrong in the Lance Armstrong film.
Yeah.
I know that. Jonah Hill did a lot of drugs in Wolf of Wall Street.
Jonah Hill famously is a crack addict.
Yeah. Is it am I warm? Is it something like that? Or is that just a coincidence?
No, the Ben Foster thing. Yeah, the drugs thing. It's not the drugs thing. But the Ben Foster being Lance Armstrong
is played real people.
Yeah, sort of. They're all sports like biopic films.
So
you've got Lance Armstrong, Michael Sheen in Damned United.
Yeah, and
Jonah Hill in Moneyball. Yeah. Good quiz, eh? Good
link. It's pretty good. That stressful.
Try harder next time though.
I've got a really bad cold. It's not helping.
Not many points this week.
No, I'll have to.
There you go.
Make one for you at some point. You can see it's not so easy.
Yeah, it's not so easy. I did make that quite hard because of Jonah Hill, to be honest. But
life's not so easy.
Life is hard.
It is.
That's about it.
Is that everything? Is that the show? We all done and dusted?
I think we are done and dusted.
Good.
Anything to plug, promote?
Bob Fighter
Boss,
our Dark Souls challenge boss run let's play kind of thing. Episode 5 is up at the moment and it's pretty good, so go and watch that.
It's a good episode.
We'll link it below. All of our other YouTube stuff is on YouTube. I know that's kind of a shocking revelation, but you can find our YouTube videos on YouTube, folks.
YouTube channels, we've got a lot of good stuff on there actually, if I do say so myself.
Blooming beautifully. We've also got a brand new episode of the Fortnightly Forum podcast, possibly the last one before we rebrand. So
exciting.
Go and check that out. And
you did conclusively say on the episode it would be the last one, so
yeah. So we better stick to our word. And we have quite a lot of beers, so it's quite rowdy, but possibly entertaining at the same time. So go and watch that. Some good jokes. I think that's it. Apart from our stuff, Twitter.
Yeah, we've got a new website launching, but I'll link that below. It's pretty much the same, but yeah.
Yes, same thing, just
nicer.
Just
a bit
nicer,
more pro. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for listening. Congratulations again to Connor for winning the prize. Get in touch with us.
Well done, you.
Sound happy about it, Matt.
Well done, you.
Just because you didn't win.
I know, I'm just bitter.
You are just bitter.
Jealous.
I'll let you borrow my version of the book.
Thanks, Rob. That's so kind.
Yeah, follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, whatever else you want to do. And we will see you next time.
Where we talk about something different.
Yeah, we will talk about something different, probably.
Oh, right. I thought you were like, no, we won't. We're going to talk about Game of Thrones again
we're going
to
just
week.
Keep doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, the same episode over and over.
Okay, see you later, guys. Have a good week.
Don't yawn. Jesus, sound interested.
Leave me alone.